Well, we're already into the racing action here tonight. Kind of quick, here we go. Neil O'Hare, your race leader, and Gabe McDuffie in second, Hayden Sparks in third with Heen Clutchoke and even TG Castlenut, your top five here from Langley Speedway here tonight. We had foregone the heat race here tonight to roll right into the main event. There was enough people that have left the server here in the ARCA series where we could actually just roll in with a main event. 150 laps. We combined the heat race with the main event for a grand total of 150 laps here today at Langley Speedway. And so, yep, sorry for the kind of the quicken version here. Well, we're rolling. Neil O'Hare, your race leader. The current points lead looks something like this. Chihiro Fujisaki is number one after the race win in the last couple of races. Reemergent Racing leads the way with Chihiro Fujisaki. Boogs, fourth in the points. Paul Tabarini, fifth in the points. Matthias Binto running third in the points. Jamie McMurphy with the race win on his own has a top 10 in the points already. But a lot of disparity throughout this ARCA campaign. Definitely points are at a premium. You want to make sure secure as many points as you can week in and week out, because you never know when it might go wrong way for some of these drivers. We're already one caution in here tonight. Neil O'Hare, your race leader, all the way from the start. And it looks like the 46 of Craig Popkris brings out this first caution here tonight. Got Jamie McNugget right there. The 84 of Joseph Hayes. Three wide in the midst is the 46 there, Popkris. Oh, and that might just have put an end to the night for Jamie McNugget there. Joseph Hayes, a hard hit as well on that 84 machine, but the hardest hit delivered to the number one of Jamie McNugget. Kind of a rough camera angle there to actually get a good perspective on the contact. Let's watch from the in-car. When you get a hard hit like that at a short track, your day is pretty much kaput. And for Jamie McNugget, it just came at the wrong time. Too early in this race, and a hard enough hit there that really nothing he could have done differently. And not many points up for grabs now, as he will be more than likely last in the field here tonight. So short tracks, we will, in Sigma Racing, single file restarts here. Seems like the AI do not know what to do about double file restarts on short tracks, as short as this track in particular. But one caution gets us kind of stacked back up. Your race leader, Neil O'Hare, followed by TG Castlenut, two drivers looking for their first ever career win. Heck, pretty much the entire top five. Gabe McDuffie, Aiden Sparks, Parker Sparks in the 33 machine. John Thompson, then Aiden Sparks in the 92. It's Reese Landry, Heen Clutchoke, William Clyde, Juliana Bolt, Wesley Shaw, Adam Jefferson, Daniel Bogdasarov, Nate Storm, Borat Sagdiev, Cooper Landry, Jamie McMurphy, Chihiro Fujisaki, your points leader. And it's John Underkoffler, Carlos Eduardo, Sean Ard, Paul Tabarini, Craig Popkris, Matthias Binto, Ty Kisniver, and Joseph Hayes, 26th. Retired and out of the race already, number one of Jamie McNugget. Good move there from the 03 of Gabe McDuffie. He's sliding into the 6 there of TG Castlenut. They're slipping, sliding all around the racetrack. Contact being made, it looked like. That's going to bring the 03 of McDuffie into the picture. 3 wide for 3rd place. They're about to wreck. John Thompson giving the bumper to the inside of the 33 machine. He's trying to move through the field while the getting is good. Still 3 wide. Oh, and TG Castlenut really has nowhere to go when he's getting run into. Now he's in the midst of a sandwich there between the 2 siblings, the Sparks. They are fighting hard. Aiden Sparks, Parker Sparks gets into TG Castlenut. Man, when will he able to be catching a break here? 3 wide again. Trouble City, population number 6. I don't know how they aren't wrecking at the moment, but the poor 6 machine is just trying to find an opening down on the inside. Wow, they are bumping, banging, sliding, crashing almost. Great racing. I mean, that is short track racing at its finest there. Sometimes it's going to be aggressive, it's going to be physical. And tonight they're doing everything they must to fight for the win without outright wrecking anyone. And we're going to have to disqualify the 84. He's coming out in the midst of a lead traffic there. So is the 46. So for Gabe McDuffie running in 2nd, he's going to have to try and run down the 90 of Neil O'Hare. Points leader, Chihiro Fujisaki, running 22nd in the field. Deep here tonight, has his work cut out for him. And we're getting treated to some good old-fashioned short track bumping and banging here tonight. Well, Gabe McDuffie trying to close that gap down on Neil O'Hare just a little bit. Fastest lap last time by, Gabe McDuffie. 2nd on track, but quickest in the pace department as of right now, a 14.850. He's going to try to hunt down the race leader, Neil O'Hare, fighting for the win here today. Neil actually flips it around and knocks out a quick lap the next time by after a slow lap the previous time by. It's a ebb and flow kind of deal between your 2 leaders, as one has the fast lap one lap and the other has the quick lap the next lap. So Langley has become somewhat of a staple here in our ARCA series. One of the shorter tracks that we go to in Sigma, and definitely a smaller field, more intimate battle, battleground that we get to deal with here. And mostly due in part to one of our drivers that joined the league a couple years ago, back in 2022. At Atley, Wiese joined the series, and he's actually a local racer at this racetrack. He's been trying to work his way up the ladder to potential NASCAR stardom someday. And so currently he's in late model stock cars racing at Langley Speedway on a full-time basis. And definitely rooting for him. He came in and joined our server, was part of the Sigma Racing Series, became the 2023 Sigma Cup champion, and that forever is ingrained in history no matter what. He's officially, you know, he's immortalized at Moses Lake Motorplex as a champion of the NASCAR or the Sigma Cup Series championship. So pretty neat having someone that's actually working up the ladder in real life to become a race car driver that showed interest in what we do here with the Sigma Racing Series. So at the moment, Neil O'Hare, establishing himself as the dominant one here tonight, has a big lead over Gabe McDuffie. They've been trying to wreck every lap. Man, TG Castlenut went from fight for second place to holding up the caboose here tonight, 23rd. Tough break for that 6 machine. He's going to have to hope that maybe some more cautions come out here tonight that he can get back in the mix. That's going to be a tall order to fulfill. He's getting by Ty Kisniver in the 08 machine. Whoa, contact with Jamie McMurphy there into the 15 of Carlos Eduardo. The pressure is on. That 6 machine wants to move back through the field, and Jamie McMurphy could feel that pressure behind him. You got William Clyde running in the top 20 there, number 12 Dodge Dart. Nate Storm, top 15. Chihiro Fujisaki moving back through the field up to 14th now. Borat Sagdiev in 13th, with Sean Ard moving himself up into a top 12 position. John Underkoffler looking for a top 10 here today, maybe more, as we're almost 1/3 of the way through the race here today. Shouldn't be any caution, or shouldn't be any necessary pit stops. Everything's pretty much going to be green to the finish, with whatever cautions slow the race pace down. So if we get any more cautions, it'll definitely shake things up a little bit. Lap traffic might become a bit of a factor here for your race leader. So one of the biggest races that they host here at Langley Speedway is an event called the Hampton Heat. It's a 200-lap late model event. Even as of recent, garnering attention from drivers like Dale Jr., who raced in it a couple years ago. And they usually takes place in the heat of the summer here at Langley. Obviously, with our Sigma ARCA series, 150 laps, just shy of that 200 mark. And we have another caution here. Let us see what brought out the next caution here tonight. I'm wondering if it's that 8 machine. Oh, you know, the 8 was involved, taking out the lead lap car of Wesley Shaw in 5th place. Just spins him out there. Bento lap down. Being aggressive for a lap down car there. That definitely might be scrutinized by the officials. So, after pit stops here, it looks like Neil O'Hare will recycle back to the lead. But up to second, it's going to be John Thompson. 3rd place, Aiden Sparks. 4th place, Reese Landry. 5th place, Gabe McDuffie. Then it's Parker Sparks, Juliana Bold, Heen Clutchhoke, and TG Castlenut, using the strategy of a pit stop to get back. Oh, he's lap down, actually. We'll go ahead and give him the wave around. Well, we're going to get back to green here. Looks like a slight mishap on scoring is putting Gabe McDuffie a lap down. That is not correct. So we're going to give him his lap back once the green flag drops here. Now put him back up into 5th where he should have been to begin with. Have it. So Neil O'Hare using lap traffic to his advantage right now on a traditional restart here in our 2003 style. Lap traffic restarts on the inside at the short tracks, giving them a chance to try and get their lead lap back. But unfortunately, it just allows for the 90 of Neil O'Hare to drive away from the front of the field here. They're not holding up too much, though. I mean, look at the 12 here of William Clyde. He's trying to catch up to the 90 machine of O'Hare. Ahead of O'Hare, there is another lap car in his peripheral there. 15 of Carlos Eduardo. About to go 1 lap down. 2 cautions here tonight. So far, just shy of halfway. Neil O'Hare has definitely led the most laps here today. 66 laps and counting. The only other driver to lead a lap here today was Wesley Shaw during an odd transition in the race here. Oh, and they wreck in the background. That was a nasty wreck. You can see the 28 sliding across the racetrack there. He went for one wild ride. And so this involves a lapped car, lead lap car and 2 lap down cars. Paul Tabarini drives it in deep and connects the 2 lapped cars together, and the 28 just gets pushed into the wall. Reese Landry involved as well. Pretty mild. I thought it was going to be worse than that, but really only a 2-car wreck at the end of the day there. Oh, your leader relinquishes the lead to make a pit stop. I don't know how you can do that. I don't know. He went down pit road and stays on the lead. That's ticky-tacky. As you can see, beats the pace car basically from his pit stall. Quick gas and go. Comes back out number 1. So that happened. No way around that. We'll go ahead and give a wave around to the number 12 machine. Paul Tabarini now up to 2nd. 3rd place, John Thompson. 4th place, Gabe McDuffie. And 5th place, Ian Clutchoke. Followed by Sean Ard in 6th. Aiden Sparks and Parker Sparks 7th and 8th. Adam Jefferson, Borat Sagdiev, Jamie McMurphy, Juliana Bold, Cooper Landry, and Matthias Binto. Oh man, some more retirements are stacking up now. The number 6 of TG Castlenut out of the race. Looks like there might have been a pile up somewhere on the after the caution. Now, sure enough, there was a pile up. Oh wow! Yep, domino effect. Sometimes these short tracks do that. And they just come dogpiling in, nowhere else to go. That sucks. So that leaves us with, it looks like about 19 cars left running. A couple of them lapped down. Neil O'Hare will lead them to the restart with 95 of Tabarini in 2nd. Still halfway now. Halfway in, halfway to go. 75 laps remain. Some of these cars that are a little bit beat up, banging, bruised up. Oh, the 94 making some brash decisions here, getting in with the leaders. I think they're wrecking in the background. No, they are not, amazingly enough. We're going to go ahead and DQ the number 94. As he's making some bad moves, bad calls here. But in the meanwhile, Neil O'Hare building that gap once again here tonight. Maybe the only guy I know that can come down pit road and still come out with the race lead. That is uncanny and very, very weird. But here comes the 03 of Gabe McDuffie. He gets around the 95 of Tabarini. Ian Clutchoke in 4th there with Thompson back up into the top 5. A little bit of lap traffic ahead of our leader here. That'll be the 28 of Nate Storm. They keep the car rolling even though it's seen some damage here tonight. The 07 of John Underkoffler making the damaged car rotation again. Leaders are going to get around him here, it looks like. Tough break for the 07. He probably had a better car than what he's shown for here at the end of this one. 64 laps to go. Neil O'Hare, a 15.037 to Gabe McDuffie's 15.056, 15.011, and then a 14.989 by Gabe McDuffie. So Gabe quicker that last lap. The laps are ticking away pretty quickly here tonight. Oh, 14.863. Quick time there for Neil O'Hare. 14.975 by Gabe. So this, the 90 of Reemergence Racing, Neil O'Hare. He currently sat tonight before this race started in the points. Let me get the points pulled up here. 29th, very deep. Oh, actually, wait, my bad. He races for Berggren Family Racing. So it'd be Taden Berggren's own team here, not Reemergence Racing. I had my Chevy teams mixed up. But Neil O'Hare, a 33rd, a 25th, a 22nd, an 11th, and another 25th place finish to make up 29th overall in the point standings. A race win would be wild from this 90. On the contrary, where you have Gabe McDuffie running in second right now, Gabe is 16th in the points with only one top 10 to his name this year. These two are running comparable to identical laps to each other, and it doesn't seem like there's much give or take. 03 still trying to close that gap though, little by little. He's picking it off. The difference now 1.1 seconds. Gabe McDuffie will have the advantage of a little bit of lap traffic ahead here, and it looks like the 90 really slowing his pace up here as Gabe McDuffie's keeping it in the throttle. Feeding the fuel to the fire there, that 03 closing the gap. Will he be able to fight for a win here? Three cautions tonight have definitely helped kind of reset the pace a couple times here tonight. Now we're down to 50 laps left to go here in the Virginia is for Lovers 150. And interesting watching the 03's line. He's going up a lot higher on the race line. We're under caution once again here. And I think it might be the 12 bringing out this caution. There you have it with Fuji Saki, your points leader, and Sparks there in the 92. So that'll reset the running order again here tonight with about 40 laps to go. No, you're actually on the Alpha division, not the Delta division. So you did not, you did not DQ or you did not race this week in the ARCA Delta. You're in the ARCA Alpha. But you do happen to race in this one with Jamie McNugget. And Jamie McNugget got in a wreck from the lap right at the beginning. Here, I'll show you a quick replay. So, from early in the race here tonight, right at the first caution, lap 7, we had a battle at the back half of the field here. 3 wide situation goes wrong. That's 46 of Craig Popkris and the 84 of Joseph Hayes. And that was how Jamie McNugget's night came to an end right there. So 3 wide, mostly Craig Popkris at blame there. Hard to say. Could have went both ways. Just the one was holding the line. There was no room for a racing incident. It was going to unfold no matter what. Well, we're back at it. We're back rolling on lap 108 here. Gabe McDuffie sticking his nose in there. Neil O'Hare dealing with the lap traffic. Whoa, Neil gets out of line, and it's 3 wide with the lap cars. In the middle, it's going to be Gabe McDuffie taking over the race lead. Paul Tabarini on the move. Neil O'Hare having a hard time dealing with that lap car there on the restart. And it just got good for the finish here tonight. Lead change for the first time. It seems like Neil O'Hare's led this whole thing from start to this point until he lost it right there on this restart. Tabarini making hay while he can, getting up closer to his buddy in the 03 machine, Gabe McDuffie. That's a team duo there between Tabarini and McDuffie for Black Storm Motorsports. Tabarini actually sits 5th in the points, so Tabarini has had a stellar start to the season. And how about John Thompson working his way up to 3rd there, and Sean Ard up into the top 5. Lots going on here at the end. Great battle all the way to the finish now as we have just 36 laps left to go. And it could be a Black Storm Motorsports lockout of the top 2 spots. Whoa, 90 of Neil O'Hare slide jobs his way right in front of the 36 there to take over 3rd position. And John Thompson, not so quick. He's thinking, I'm going to get right back by you and do the same thing you just pulled on me. Slide jobs can go both ways. Meanwhile, your leaders, that battle tightening up there. We don't want to keep our focus too far from the lead troops here. There you go, 36 slide jobs his way in front of the 90. And there we go. This is some good racing all the way to the finish here. 32 laps to go from Langley. Lap traffic just a little bit further ahead here for Gabe McDuffie. This is the point in the race where they do not want to see another caution. The racing is getting really good. A caution will just throw them off their rhythm here tonight, yet again. Andy wants to get back into this. He feels bad for leading all those laps and not having anything to show for. So here comes 90 of Neil O'Hare back into the picture. How about that? Sean Ard fighting for 4th place on John Thompson here. Gets in there alongside the 36 machine. It looks like he's going to pick up 4th place in that number 4 machine for Shangle Steel Racing. Down to 25 laps to go here tonight at Langley Speedway. Someone's going to get to claim their first victory here tonight. Your entire top 5 seeking a race win at number 1 here in the Sigma ARCA Racing Series. And it's starting to look like a gap being built there in favor of Gabe McDuffie. Paul Tabarini in 2nd. Starting to kind of lose a little bit of ground here with Neil O'Hare running up on him. And then Sean Ard creeping into the picture for possibly a podium. Sean Ard sits 32nd in the points. No, we've got a caution. Definitely not what your race leaders wanted. They were hoping that this thing, yeah, look at even Gabe McDuffie's like, I want this thing to stay green. He goes right by the pace car, wishing that the caution had not come out there. Clear up the track so that we hopefully have no more drama with lap cars holding up the pace here today. 3 DQs there in way of our lap traffic, leaving us with 17 cars left running here tonight. Gabe McDuffie will have a shot to fight for his first ever race win in Sigma. He's going to have to hold off the likes of Paul Tabarini and Neil O'Hare, who has led the most laps here tonight. Heck, Sean Hard and John Thompson, they're no slouch when it comes to the restarts here tonight. They could steal one even from 4th and 5th. So what, yeah, I didn't catch that. Let's see what brought out the caution here for the 5th time tonight. Oh, it looks like your points leader, Chihiro Fujisaki, gets run into by lap car of John Underkoffler, bringing out the 5th caution here today. That's a pretty light caution, but definitely a caution nonetheless. Those lap cars have been disqualified, so we should not have any more of that trouble. Lights go out on the pace car. We're going to get a restart with 16 laps to go. Gabe McDuffie, Paul Tabarini lead the field. And who will get to the finish here today? The pace car will make its hard left here off the racing surface and put it in the hands of our ARCA Delta drivers here tonight. For 16 laps left to go, it's going to be Gabe McDuffie, Paul Tabarini, and Neil O'Hare. Here comes Sean Ard with a good run on the 90 machine. He's going to run it down low. We might not be done wrecking here tonight. Looks like they're trying to go 3 wide deep in the field. We're going to go ahead and add green-white checkers just in case we need it. Hopefully we don't, but it's always good to add it just in case. Sean Ard looking for a podium here today. Paul Tabarini, on the other hand, trying to steal a win from his teammate. Some great battles in the mid-pack there. All throughout the field tonight, it's just been some great hands-down racing. Tabarini running that high line now, trying to get experimental and find a way around his teammate in the 03. There goes Sean Ard for 3rd. The number 4 machine +1 spot brings it into a podium finishing run right now. And he might not be done with that. He's starting to run down the 95 of Paul Tabarini. Could Sean Ard wake up and hunt down for the race win here tonight? Tabarini looks to be laying down a little bit. The car not wanting to cooperate with him, as Sean Ard is now going to have to start defending on Borat Sagdiev in the 09 machine. Whoa, here comes Borat with one heck of a charge there. Gets into the 4 of Sean Ard. Borat, the 09 right there, Toyota Camry. 9 laps remaining. A late race caution now would nearly put us in overtime territory to the finish of this one. Sean Ard losing some ground here as the 09 of Borat Sagdiev trying to get the lead, 3rd position away from him. And you got Parker Sparks in the 33 moving into a top 5 finishing position as well. Tabarini, I don't think you can count him out quite yet. He's trying to figure out an alternative line to run. It would definitely take a bump and run to win this race, though, as Gabe McDuffie definitely has the advantage of the lead with the clean air. Neil O'Hare and Sean Ard fighting for 5th place there. Looks like Sean got stuck on the outside and he's having a hard time getting back on the inside. Couple laps left to go. Did I hear crunching? No, it doesn't look like we have any wreckers. Couple laps left to go. And it looks like smooth sailing for Black Storm Motorsports as they have a 1-2 on tap right now. Next lap by, it'll be white flag for Gabe McDuffie, seeking his first ever career win, and it may come here tonight at Langley. All he's got to do is make 4 more corners, and it's his trophy to have here tonight. getting it here tonight in style, surviving and thriving, adjusting to the ever-changing conditions here tonight at Langley. The 03 machine of Gabe McDuffie brings it home with the win here, collects the checkered flag for his first ever career win. His teammate Paul Tabarini keeps it in second. Borat Sagdiev, Parker Sparks, Neil O'Hare, and Sean Ard, your top 6. Followed by 7th place, John Thompson, Juliana Bold, the 82 of Adam Jefferson, and the 52 of, names escape me at the moment, Wesley Shaw. So what a night of racing here from Langley. A lot of craziness, some good hardcore racing at the front of the field, a little bit of carnage, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of close quarters bumping and banging. It had everything here tonight. Langley did not fail to deliver an astounding race. 17 cars finished of the 27 that started, and Gabe McDuffie crowned victorious for the first time here in the Sigma ARCA series. And that is a statement win by the team Blackstorm Motorsports as a 1-2 finish for their first time here in the Sigma series. It's got to feel good as the team owner, as the teammates, the team drivers, all the crews that put the hard work into it. It's a night that they will not forget. Langley will be on their memory book for quite some time. And until next time we come back here to Langley, they may have it circled as a track that they want to see again, as a track they can return to as defending race winners, that is. So that is a wrap here tonight, folks. It was a good one, I must say. Delivered a little bit of everything, just like I said. Race 12 of 27. We're almost halfway through this ARCA campaign. With the split championships, it's definitely kind of hard to follow along with originally, but once it gets closer to the finish here, we're going to have some more guidance on everything.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?
And so putting the Super Bowl Seahawk champions in victory lane here tonight, Gabe McDuffie. That's awesome. It's a really neat paint scheme, and even neater that it's a race-winning paint scheme now. Well, folks, that is all for tonight. It was a quick one. Got it in within under an hour, and for me, it'll be iRacing coverage tomorrow. Then we get back into the swing of things with our Cup Series come Thursday night, and the Bridge to Cup Series on Friday. Kind of the new norm, getting those races in covered when I had the additional streams added to my schedule. So hopefully all enjoyed the stream here tonight. Hopefully can catch the next one up Thursday night with the Cup Series. Much appreciated for everyone's support. Thank you again. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. And until next time, this is Jakester signing out.